Hello YouTube, and welcome to just a quick update, some of the new toys that I've got. As you can see, I've got a few products on the table, majority of them belonging to Walthers, but we're probably going to start off with my favorite product line, Rapido. So as you can see, I'm that asshole. I scooped that one Rapido Skyline that was on eBay for about 89 bucks plus shipping. As soon as I saw it, had to have it. I've been after one of these things for 2 years. So I mean, it's nothing special, nothing different than all the other Rapido products, other than the fact that I finally have one. Um, Obviously, I took it apart, added a few people on the insides. Probably won't be able to see any of them in there. But, I mean, typical Rapido quality. I did have to, obviously, cut out some of the brake rigging on the front and back trucks to make it accommodate my turns, and then I've also replaced them with the center long set shank couplers as well. But I finally have one, and probably even have a video of my little version of the Rapido Canadian going a little bit later as well. Moving on, this is the first scale trains, I guess, freight car or even locomotive that I've got. Really, the only thing I've ever gotten from them was their containers that had some sound in them. But I mean, this is the operator line. As you can see, brake rigging, piping, looks pretty decent for a budget car. Especially a lot of the grab irons, I actually thought they probably would have been a little bit thicker, closer to like the Athearn Blue Box RTR line. But all in all, I'm fairly impressed. The car's got good weight, tracks fairly well. My only disappointing comment are these plastic couplers. They tend to suffer from the same problems a lot of the other plastic couplers have from the other manufacturers, where too much weight, they just bend and kind of release. But all in all, for a budget car, I'm fairly impressed. The walkway, even though it's plastic and not see-through, it's not overly thick. It's actually pretty thin, but it's quite durable. And considering it's actually for my son who loves CSX, it's a pretty good car. Because I mean, they had Athearn one at the local hobby shop, and it's probably about $20 more. And I'm pretty certain that probably would have gotten destroyed in a matter of minutes with my son. But moving on, I also got my son a Walther's UPS van. It's not as nice as the North Scott ones. The back door doesn't open and doesn't have any articulated steering abilities. But I mean, for something small, keep him happy and keep him away from my North Scott one, it was worth it. And to go with the van, obviously, I've got the Walther's UPS store. Put it together over the course of this week. A little bit of weathering in the bricks, stuff like that. So nothing too out of the norm here, other than the fact that I actually took some time and did the interior of the building. I am planning on illuminating the interior some point down the road, so that's why I actually did it, so that way you'll kind of see a little something poking through in the front. The interior pieces, you can see here, it's actually the Prizer office interior kit. This wasn't cheap, but they actually give you a lot, so I'll be able to use this on several buildings to do a few interiors. And with that said, you know, how it looks, it's pretty decent, quite impressed, so, you know, I am fairly happy with it. Moving on to the last items. These are the new Walthers, I think 60-foot bulkhead loads. So I actually grabbed two of the Canfor, the other one's downstairs, and then also one of the Macmillan. And, you know, as far as loads go, they're pretty awesome. You know, Walthers has re-released a lot of new wood loads for their center beam flat cars and for their bulkhead flat cars, and you know, they're pretty much as good as any other run they've done. If not, I'd probably say the printing on these is actually a little better on the newer run, because as you can see, yeah, it is pretty fine lettering, and You know, it doesn't look like it's been sprayed on. It actually looks like it's pad printed because you can read almost all of it. So, but that's about it for these updates. So until next time, see you around, have fun, and enjoy.